on my way to somewhere beyond special. I'm mesmerized by everything here, captivated completely. It's also known as the White Continent. It is magnificent Antarctica, unspoiled by human civilization. This ethereal, unworldly place defies description, but I will try. When I told Penelope that my husband brought me coffee in bed every morning, well, who shows up at our berth? Coffee in hand for all of us? Why, sweet Penelope. Now you know why everybody loves her. I have shared much about the beauty of Antarctica. Now let me share about my ship, the MV Plancius, and my shipmates, and the accoutrements of ship life. I shared a 4-bedroom with 3 nurses from Belgium. It was good for me. They spoke some English and had known each other for a while, so they had a lot of camaraderie, which is great, and I didn't feel I had to constantly be part of their party. I like my space, so I would just say, enjoy your evening, I'm reading, and close my little privacy curtain in my cozy little nook and be comfortable. I love my little cozy space. These gals were all very considerate. You don't need to be in excellent shape, but I would say you should be in decent shape. Even better shape if you plan to kayak. Justine was one of the kayakers, and it could be pretty gnarly in terms of exercise. I was considering it, but had signed up too late and it was full. That, in retrospect, was good. After learning of her challenges, and I'm pretty sure she was far more fit than I was, it ultimately worked out fine. I had the fun of capturing the experience as best as I could with all my gear, and that felt like exercise enough. Why, just getting up and down the stairs, which were very narrow, you had to really watch your footing, especially in the heave-ho stages. Heck, just getting dressed and undressed in layers and layers of clothes could nearly wear you out. The right clothes are extremely important, so when you get that packing list, follow it. And the great Wonder Woman boots they loan you are comfortable, bouncy, and waterproof. I suggest you bring walking sticks. There's lots of slippery slopes. We carve our way through crumbled brash ice and ease our way through the channel. The channel is breathtaking with a stunning morning and perfect light. Tall, sheer mountains rise out of the water on either side, towering over our vessel as we push forward. We arrive at Petermann Island. It's a new landing adventure. This will be the divers' 3rd descent into the frigid Antarctic waters, and today they'll be swimming with the penguins. Hey there, Penelope. Soon, we'll be off on what looks like a magical mystery tour. Our guides know how to read the snow and ice and can detect the hidden cracks. They're the first ones out there before any of us even board the Zodiacs, marking out the paths with poles we can safely follow. Dr. Tanya Baer joined us on this excursion. I met her on an Arctic trip. Just a very cool person. Hard-working, not one of those who just sit and wait for somebody to get sick. She engaged with everything, every activity on the ship, and always had such a positive and kind spirit.
Yeah, it could be dangerous.
This is really like the beautiful area for the penguins. It's so pretty. It's just so
Oh, yeah.
We head slowly up the icy slope through the bustling crowd of gentoos. They're busy taking ice baths or sleeping on the path ahead. Actually, I hung back. I couldn't bear to part with these entertaining creatures, so I just relished my time, just observing their adorableness. Unlike seals, penguins learn to swim without their parents. It's like one big pool party. You can imagine if 75% of their life is in the sea hunting down food, they don't have much time to teach those youngsters. They're recognized by the wide white stripe extending like a sort of bonnet across the top of its head and the red bill. They feed mainly on krill, but also fish and squid. I have a smile plastered on my face as I watch these adorable, delightful creatures. Penguins don't live near fresh water, so instead they drink salt water. They have a special gland in their bodies that takes the salt out of the water they drink and pushes it out of grooves in their bill. Several hours a day are spent preening, caring for their feathers. If they don't keep them well maintained, their feathers would not stay waterproof. They spread oil on their feathers, which comes from a special gland near their tail feathers. This one's in the process of molting. Penguins molt or lose their feathers once a year. They always molt on land or ice, and until they grow new waterproof coats, they're unable to go into the water. Molting can take weeks, and penguins lose a lot of body weight during that time. These animals are so cute and comical and dignified at the same time. Whoa, that had a trajectory. What rockhoppers, huh? I can attest to the slippery rocks. Make sure you have some walking sticks. Continuing my magical mystery tour, I make a new best friend.
Hello, little guy.
Hey, Tanya, wait for us. At the top of the island, one of the guides found 9 Adelie penguins. A little tatty and full molt, but we were happy to see them.
So we have the Adelie penguins here, and they're one of the 2 true Antarctic penguins. So there's the Adelies and the emperor penguins, and both of them spend their winter times in the Antarctic. The Adelies that we see over here are molting, so they're at the very end of their molting season. You can see them losing their feathers, and while they're molting, they're not waterproof, so they're getting a new set of waterproof feathers. And it's a catastrophic molt, so they're molting everything all at once. And it lasts for about 2 to 3 weeks, and during that time they can't eat because they're not waterproof, and so they're fasting right now for 2 to 3 weeks. And then once they're finished molting here, they'll get back in the water and head south for the winter, where they'll live on the pack ice and eat during the winter time. and then come back up here and start their breeding season in November. And I'm Elena.
The Red Hut is the remains of an Argentine refuge built in the 1950s. Near the hut are the crosses of 3 British scientists who died attempting to cross the sea ice. Just beneath the ice surface, the snow is tinged pink from krill-hued droppings and snow algae. Before we headed back to the ship, it was time for the polar plunge. To quell any worries, Dr. Tanya stands by. I can say I took the polar plunge in both poles, but now really, did you think I was going to pose in a swimsuit? Not in your life. I do think I entertained these observers though. Penelope, the gutsy gal that's game for everything, took the plunge. Shocking. You go, girl. Goodbye, you cute little creatures. We head back to the ship and we make a night of it with all the gals and a great camaraderie, not to mention great food. To the lovely Susanna Varga from Hungary. She's the assistant manager of the hotel here. I had a trip with her to the Arctic and just loved her kindness and fun personality. No matter how busy things were, she always made time to address your needs with thoughtfulness and efficiency. And tomorrow, we wake up to the next great adventure. Thank you, beautiful lady. You will be missed.